Well, hi everybody. I'm back. Anyway, I wanted to also mention that I put the mic closer to my mouth tonight because I've still got some people saying they can't hear me. And maybe that work out better for some people. I know on mine I can hear me. Not real loud. If it's just my little iPad, I can't hear, too much in another room. I can almost hear everything I say. Where some of them I can hear them all over the house. But on the TV I can hear them. If I watch YouTube on TV, I can hear it good, almost everybody good. And if I can just turn it way up. But anyway, I'll cut these one more time. And I wanted to do a reading on, here's another 4-prong reading, but I'm going to see if I can do a really quick one here. I want to see if Rick Perry's going to spill all the beans. He sure got out of there quick. I'm thinking two things. I'm thinking he got out of there quick because he's going to end up throwing Pence under the bus, that he was told to do that as quick as he could and get them both involved, so everybody'd be terrified that maybe through something that if they did end up really impeaching him, like if the evidence was so strong that they almost had to go there, that they still wouldn't go there because they wouldn't want Nancy Pelosi to be president. So that could be got around. If they took Pence out of there first, they'd have to nominate. He'd have to put somebody else in there, or either maybe the House and the Senate would put somebody else in there. Who knows? We're in uncharted territory here, is what they say. But what's written out in the Constitution, that if the president and the vice president goes, that Speaker of the House is next in line for the presidency. I mean, it's clear as a bell. But I don't want that to influence them getting rid of him. They need to get him out of there before God only knows how much trouble this man could do for us, and if he's in there another year and a half. But anyway, let's see what's going on with Rick Perry. I never thought I'd be doing well, I've done readings on him before. So let's see what's going on with him. I thought I buried all these cards, but it's the first one up, and I shuffled them and shuffled them. And we got the 4 of Pentacles. So he's worried about his money right now. This is what's going on with him right now. He's trying to hold on to the money he's put back all of his life, and he's wondering how much this is going to cost him and if he's going to end up in jail before this is through. So that's what's going on with him right at this minute. The influence and obstacles is going to be just people bickering and fighting around in corners, just going around and around in circles. We got the 5 of Wands here. This is the lady from Australia, bless her heart. I just love watching her. Lena, she calls it argy-bargy. But anyway, it's just people fighting with each other and going around and around in circles and nothing being accomplished. So, like people flexing their muscles almost. Anyway, that's what's crossing this card for him. He's afraid that it's going to cost him money because this is going to go on and on and on and on, and that would make his legal defenses go on longer if he ends up having to pay lawyers, which it looks like he probably is, because he was one of them that went on this trip over there. So that's the influence over it. The situation is he's apt. No matter what he does, either way, he's in big trouble. He's in big trouble. We got the 10 of Swords here. And the 10 of Swords is, to me, for my reading in all the 50 years that I've read cards, the 10 of Swords is just like the Tower, and sometimes worse. Sometimes it means real death, more so than the Tower, and the Death card even. So yeah, he's screwed either way. He's in big trouble, whether he goes in there and tries to dump Pence into it and See how much confusion he can put in it, because it looks like that's what he's going in for, is confusion. But anyway, yeah, he's in trouble, big trouble. This is Rick Perry we're talking about. Not too distant future, he was feeling pretty powerful that he even got sent over to the Ukraine with his secrets. He probably may not have wanted to go, but it was making him feel powerful. And this card is upside down. Sometimes I use that as the opposite. Sometimes I use it as more intense. It's the Queen of Swords. I think that this is, he might have had something. I don't think he had anything to do with getting, I'm going to look it up real quick. Turn it off if it takes too long. But what's her name, the one that's going to testify next week? It's Marie Yovanovitch. It's the lady that was the, when you call her an envoy, she was the one that was over there that was trained to work with Ukraine from the United States, and they got rid of her because they didn't want her in the way, because they knew they were pulling some sneaky stuff. But it looks like her testimony might just, if he doesn't bury himself, if he comes in like he says he's going to, because so far he says he's coming in, Rick Perry. If he doesn't bury himself, this Maria Yovanovitch, she's going to bury him. She's going to bury him deep. And she's coming in next Friday. I don't think he's coming in until the week after that or something, supposedly. And in the immediate future, whoa, we got the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands. There's more information coming out on Rick Perry. This is what I call, this is my town crier card. There's more information. Maybe he's going to bring it out himself, but he's going to really give a lot of information. Whether he wants to or not, when he goes in there, he's going to end up just spilling all the beans on all these people. It's going to be the biggest information day for a long time. Because he knows where all the dirty money's buried. He may even know some, besides them holding up the money we owe to Ukraine. We didn't owe Ukraine, but we had promised to Ukraine as a country to help defend them. Besides that money, well, he may just know all the details to why it was held up and who did what and who told him not to give it and who told him to finally release it. He may just know all that information from, because he's got the Three of Pentacles and what's going on around him, so he knows a lot. He knows a lot. And what's around that is the Ace of Swords, which is more truth coming out. But this card was upside down. I think he's been threatened. I think he's being threatened maybe as we give this reading. But I think he's being told to keep his mouth shut. But I don't think he's going to. Not from these cards. It looks like he's going to tell everything, because it's probably going to make him safer in the long run. Because he knows this is serious stuff, no matter what he's been told to do. And his hopes and fears is this is going to change his whole life, which it will. At least he got out of there. At least he resigned. But he's hoping he can get out of there without going to jail, because he's got the Wheel of Fortune for his hopes and fears. And for the outcome card, he's got the broken heart. And this is upside down. It's a family broken heart. So this is going to break his family's heart and break his heart before it's over. So it's not going to be good. Right off the top of this, I don't see any gel cards, but he's got the Ten of Swords in his bat as the foundation of the situation. He's got the, it's not good. He's got the Three of Swords for the outcome. It's not good. So anyway, it looks like Rick Perry's going to be, go back over this real quick, that he's scared to death. It's holding, that this is going to cost him a fortune before it's over. Lot of bickering going on. He's getting told, everybody's trying to get a hold of him and tell him what to do and what not to do. Anybody that thinks they can possibly do it without end up in more trouble. He's getting messages from all kinds of people. Damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. He's got the Ten of Swords in his back. That's the foundation of the reading. When he first got into this, he was feeling pretty, even though he didn't even know what was he, secretary of, anyway, he didn't even know what the job consisted of. That was the one he was going to get rid of when he was running for president, but he was feeling pretty high up, feeling really good. Some woman's going to rat him out, even what he don't tell on himself. Some woman's coming through. And it could just be records that they bring in to, be the records that they bring into the house, or it could be that Yovanovitch woman that's going to talk. She's going to talk next Friday. I'll have to watch that, and I'm going to feel really good, because that's one of the things Quan Lin was coming into me about, that said that she had something coming out that was really going to surprise people. So let's see if she has something coming out about Rick Perry. That'd be interesting, since she came up in here. Lots more information coming out. If he don't put it out, it's coming out around him, so he might as well put it out himself. He knows where all the bodies are buried, especially on this one particular thing. They sent him over there. He knew what was going on. He definitely knows the true story and where the bodies are buried. And he's being threatened to keep his mouth shut. But it's not. It's going to open up this is a Wheel of Fortune. It's going to really turn the tables. It's going to turn him on Trump. And it's going to break his family's heart and his heart before it's through, to be messed up in this. But it's going to probably break a lot of people's heart before this is all over. Anyway, that's my reading on Rick Perry, and I hope you enjoyed it. So the next four we're going to read on is, and if I cut this off and came back to another one, well, I can't cut it off because I'm going to have to make it shorter, I guess. Anyway, because I didn't turn it off and back on. So we're going to do a 4 across and a 4 down. Off and leave and come back for another one. I'm back again. My name is Lynn. This is Lynn Tarot Readings, and thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, if you want a personal reading, it's lynntarotreadings@gmail.com. And I want to thank all my watchers so much. I want to say listeners. I used to go back, I guess I sound like the radio people. Sound like some of the stuff that Biden's coming out with. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for that watches the channel, and let you know that I appreciate your everything, the donations, the readings. I just appreciate it so much, and thank you. And tonight, we're going to do a 4 across and a 4 down, and it's going to be on. Will Robert's courts be fair? If any of this stuff goes to the Supreme Court, are they going to be fair about it? Are they going to let these stuff from these subpoenas and this stuff that these people are supposed to come in and talk, are they going to let this stuff through? Are they going to push this through quick? Are they going to say, even like get a hold of somebody, and if nobody wants to cooperate, and say, well, let's get it up here and we'll tell them. Well, they can't tell them ahead of time because they don't know, and who in the heck knows of that court the way it's stat. But that's what we want to know. We want to know if any of this stuff goes to the Supreme Court, is it going to be fair? That's the best way to put it. Is it going to be fair if this impeachment stuff goes to the Supreme Court? Is it going to be a fair trial? If Robert presides over it in the Senate, is it going to be fair? We're just going to ask if it's going to be fair. We're just going to do 4 crossed on this. We're going to do past, present, challenge, and future. So past, it hadn't been fair in the past. Present, all kinds of mercenaries in there. Wow, we're doing good, not too good. Don't look good, I'll tell you right now, it don't look good. The challenge is there's too much information out for them not to be fair. They're going to have to at least pretend to be fair. And somebody's going away. So what I would say is, in the past they haven't been fair. In the present, at least the Republicans think, well, if this gets up to the Supreme Court, we're going to win it. Bunch of mercenaries. It might not be that easy to win it. This is the challenge, because it's got the town crier here. Too much information out there. It might not be that easy. They may not be able just to go in there and gloss over. And if it comes out fair, somebody's going away. Somebody's leaving office. This is Trump leaving office if it comes out like it should. If they get requests for these records at Deutsche Bank, and for the records of the taxes, and for the records of these phone calls, if they get that all out there, it'll just be too much information. They're not going to, even if they don't want to be fair, and even if they go in there like a mercenary, I'm going to take care of this, they realize, no, they can't take care of it. There's too much information out, and somebody goes away. The next one I'm going to do is Dan Coates a whistleblower? Is he one of the whistleblowers, Dan Coates? Well, somebody's coming in there with a cup of love in the past. Oh, he's a hard-cast Republican, even though he had a sense of humor. He couldn't believe what was going on. He did know what was right and wrong, and he wanted to be right. So maybe he loves the country enough. It's a knight with a cup of love. Maybe he does love the country enough that maybe he was one of them. And the present, I'd say he's got the goods on the King of Wands. If it's not him, he knows enough. He knows enough about Trump to put him under, if it is him. Probably in more than one area. Now tell him what might end up coming through if it is him. And the challenge to that, of course, this man's older, as old as I am or older, and he's a very, very rich man. So I don't know why he's worried about losing his family money unless he's in trouble somewhere. But that's the challenge to it, is he's worried about money. This is personal money in his family. That's the challenge to it, to him talking. And if he hasn't done it already, if he's not the main whistleblower, maybe he's this third one. Because there's another third one. Because there's somebody laying awake nights knowing they need to talk to somebody about something, and they're wondering whether to do it or not. So this is the future card. If he isn't the main whistleblower, I feel like he's thinking that maybe he should be. That he should be on there. He knows He knows things he should be talking about, and he knows it. And he knows this is the time to come forward. Will Mike Pompeo be impeached? That's the next one. He's walking away. Maybe he won't stay in there long enough to be impeached. Maybe if all this information comes out, he's going to know that it's time to go. This is in the recent past, but maybe that was yesterday. That's the recent past. And here we have the fighting among theirself and nothing getting done. So that's what's going on in the Republican Party right now in the present. They're just fighting among themselves like crazy. Nothing's getting done. Mike Pompeo's wondering whether he should just walk away from all this, just like Rick Perry did. It's on his mind. And he knows if he stays where he's at, it's going to be nothing but confusing and more fighting. The challenge to this, he's wondering if they can put enough smoke and mirrors up where nobody's going to know what's going on. But I don't think they're going to get to do it. I don't think they're going to get to put the smoke and mirrors up. Maybe, Fox News, as long as they got a breath left in them, there's going to be some of those people that lie every time they open their mouth, like Kennedy and stuff. So that's what he's thinking. Well, they could cover for me. And the outcome of that is justice. Yes, he will get impeached. So I'm going to say from these cards, yes, he'll get impeached. If he don't get out of there and walk away, he will be impeached. Or maybe if he walks away, that would be justice. Was that Maria, which I've already talked about her, but I didn't talk about what's going to happen with her. Let's see what's going on with that Maria Yovanovitch. She talks next Friday. She's the one that was a seasoned diplomat that they got out of there because they didn't want her to know what was going on, or she already knew what was going on and was complaining, so they just moved her. So let's see what's going to come out on her when she's in there next Friday. Well, we got the 9 of coins here, so there's a lot of prestige. She's going to have respect, and they're going to feel like what she says is truth. And she's also worried about her job, because it's also a money card. That's what she was worried about before this ever started. And in the present, since she made the decision, she's actually feeling pretty good that she made the decision to go in and talk. And this is the Queen of Cups where she's got the lid on it. So I think that everything they ask her that she knows the answer to, and that she more than likely just is ready to hand it over. The love, let's get this out here, the cups. The challenge to this is the truth coming out. And I don't know if that she feels like it's going to hurt her some way or what. I don't know why that would be the challenge. But it could be her just knowing if the whole truth comes out that really puts the Republican Party in a lot of trouble. Now, as far as if she's a Republican or a Democrat, she's supposed to be whatever. I don't think anybody knows. It's not like anything that the most people that are career diplomats even put in there. Just the ones that Donald Trump appoints. Of course, they're all, who gave the most money to his inauguration. But real diplomats, they're not supposed to be But she's got, for her future, she's got the hangman. So let's hope that that's Donald Trump and she hangs him. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that's Donald Trump, and her testimony literally just hangs a whatever is the end of him. And I wasn't going to go down these two, but I think I will since I've already got them here. Will Robert's court be honest? They're not planning on being honest. They're going to pretend to be honest. Or the president now, okay, I'll be nice. Okay, no, he wasn't planning on being honest. That's in the past. They haven't been. But right now they're thinking maybe they need to actually think about the country instead of think about Republicans. If they are honest, the challenge is going to be that it's going to end up having Trump walk away once this information comes out, which is going to make the United States a lot healthier and a lot happier and a lot richer. Is Dan Coates a whistleblower? Could be. We got the Knight of Pentacles coming in here with the Ace of Coins. So he could be. He could have been the first one on the list, the first whistleblower. In the present, this information, the House knows what came through. The challenge is trying to get it across to the Republicans what's really going on, because none of them want to pay any attention to what's really going on. They just want, there must be 5,000 news sources out of there and they only watch one source. That is scary. Those people, whatever. It is scary to even, I try to get news from all over the world daily and all over the internet and from every direction I can get it. Anyway, what am I even on? I'm off on a tangent here about Fox News. And the second one was, is Dan Coates a whistleblower? If he is, the challenge is going to be, everybody's going to be this having a fit. They're going to be so shocked if he is, if it's him. They're going to be just totally shocked. And he's going to be all the women's hero, if he is too. I know he's kind of old to be worried about women, but they're all going to think that he's just a pretty nice man, coming through pretty good. They're going to all be so proud of him, so proud of him. And the next one is Mike Pompeo going to get impeached. There's going to be a whole bunch of information coming out on him. There was in the past, and there's going to be more in the future. And it's going to come out about money. About money, payoffs, promises made. That's in the present. His challenge is to see if he can cover this up with smoke and mirrors. I don't think he's going to be able to do that, because the future is the truth coming out. And if the truth's coming out, yeah, he'll end up being impeached. And the next is on that Yovanovitch again. Well, the truth's going to come out why she left. This is the past. Why she lost her job. That's going to come out, and who's behind it. Made her feel really bad. She really felt bad about that. Bless her heart. She was doing the best she could for years, and all of a sudden they come in and tell her to leave when she's the only one that really knows what should be going on and how to do it right. And the challenge is justice. So that means that this is truth, and it's going to come out in the open. Her testimony is going to be really powerful. It could end up really helping pull this whole thing down, getting this impeachment done. Her testimony is going to be really, really helpful. Well, I want to thank everybody and tell you bye-bye, and because I might have to speed this up more even to get in what I want to get in. And I always say I want to come back and read tomorrow, but then I get busy sometimes. But maybe I'll come back in the daytime tomorrow and read. Depends on how late I have to stay up to get this stuff up. I think it's already 10 o'clock. If I'm up all night, maybe not. But anyway, thank you all for watching, paying attention, and just want you to know I'm grateful and thank you so much.